Welcome to Mann's Model Moments, and my D&D 5th edition campaign of Autumn's Harvest. This is a semi-sandbox game set a decade after the famed heroes of Waterdeep prevented Tiamat rising, ensuring chromatic dragons did not lay waste the whole of Faerun. These events were the Tyranny of Dragons campaign I ran in my real-life game before COVID set in. Now, the Sword Coast looks almost as though nothing had ever happened. True, Waterdeep and Neverwinter are still being rebuilt in the north, and across the land are marks of the great battles that were fought between dragons and men, which still scar the land, but by and large, life has returned to normal. Of course, there are still evil wizards and the machinations of warring tribes of orcs, goblins, men, giants and the like, even the odd dragon, but then that is as it always was. But, in the calm of normality, the humdrum of familiarity, the absorbing minutiae of the everyday, something slips by in the shadows. All things have a beginning, and most are not started with fire and fury, but behind the scenes, hidden and furtive, small and secretive. But who looks for the first falling leaf in the new life of spring? Who watches for the winter wolves at harvest time? Who is looking for portents and omens of doom whilst trade and business is booming? But everything that has a beginning also has an end. As the nights lengthen further and winter approaches, a small band of adventurers try to uncover a darkness that is seeping through the land, a corruption that appears to be rotting away that before from within. Seeking the origin of this has been trying, and strange creatures flit by in the waters they disturb, scuttling from their prying eyes. But the further they probe, the worse things appear. Just how far has this canker spread? And what can they do to stop it? Our campaign is 5th edition D&D, but we do run a number of variant rules. The ones you'll mainly notice are slow natural healing, where short rests take 10 minutes, are restricted to 2 per long rest, and require healer's kit charges to use hit dice. Long rests are a normal 8 hours. They do not require healer's kits to spend hit dice, but hit point recovery is only by spending hit dice and magical healing, of course. There is no automatic jump back to full health. We also use harder magic item identification, so identify as a spell is required to learn of a magical item's abilities, and some, like artifacts, may require even more investigation. We also use training for levels, so level progression is not automatic in Autumn's Harvest. You need to train to put the experience that you've gained into practice within your class, and the time and methodology this takes vary depending on level, on class, ability, and circumstances. We also use critical hit and miss effects, so we use tables for both critical hits and critical fails in combat. This includes NPCs and also for monsters, so it is both way, so it is balanced in the fact that everybody has the chance to win big or go home crying. Inspiration. We use a card-based inspiration system which has 3 levels, with inspiration being earned by writing character journals. These will be included in the episode notes of each video. 1 episode in arrears, that's just to avoid spoilers. And inspiration cards allow everything from re-rolling a d20 up to automatic crits and healing as shown on the card on the screen. The original idea for these cards is not my own. I have to give props to my former DM, Venter, for the originals of these, although these are slightly modified. We also use a variant rule where every time a character drops to 0 hit points, they gain a level of exhaustion. Being brought to the brink of death is harrowing and takes its toll on your body and mind. You'll sometimes hear me call one or more players into the Den of Secrets. This is a private Discord chat for any content that is just for the players involved, so you won't hear those discussions unless they're for John's character. We play our games weekly via Roll20 for a 4-hour session, or 4.5 hours, but we usually spend half an hour chatting about other things. These videos are then distilled from recordings made by one of the players, John, and were originally conceived to be catch-up material for players that miss sessions or for note-taking. We never set out with the intent of putting them on YouTube, so with that in mind, please forgive any quality issues. We just thought that people might enjoy them now that I have a YouTube channel up and running. So far in the campaign, our adventurers have uncovered a slave ring that turned out to be a huge Zhentarim-backed network across the whole of Faerun, including help and association from a group of mind flayers through a half-elf known as Kalashar. In addition, a cult of disease and decay associated with a seemingly new god named Talander is spreading across the land, with a corrupt druid named Belak being involved in its workings. Portals to the elemental plane of water are also slowly drowning the world, and aboleths seem to have some involvement in this. Hounded and hunted by Kalashar and his powerful contacts in Neverwinter, the group travelled to Lurien, where they successfully disrupted one of the slaver operations and closed the first of 4 portals they are currently aware of. Travelling north from Lurien across the wastelands of Rashemen, they are taking some time in the remote town of Mulptan to train before moving onwards. Now, let's turn our eye towards the brave adventurers that are looking to dismantle the Zhentarim slave network, uncover Talander's schemes for the world, and close the portals to the elemental plane of water that are slowly drowning Faerun. Aes'urian, played by Tom, is a young half-elf scarred by the death of his father and disappearance of his mother during a raid on his home whilst he was away hunting in the woods. Seeking vengeance, Aes'urian was taken in by the Ashmade in Neverwinter and trained in the ways of conquest through might in Asmodeus' name. Strong, confident and increasingly callous, Aes'urian walks a fine line between saving the world from demonic incursion and bring it to heel under his own boot. Known simply as the Wanderer, or Harbard in his native tongue, the party's main healer and voice of wisdom is a towering, softly spoken furball. One of the original members to sense the growing taint of Talander in the land, the giant kin follower of Sylvanus has pledged to rid Faerun of the growing blight and corruption that this new god, or goddess, is bringing upon nature. Bartimaeus Salapractin, or Barti to his friends, is a young and somewhat naive dragonborn, raised by a rough-speaking blacksmith dwarf in the aftermath of the defeat of the Cult of the Dragon by the legendary Backbiters. His mottled copper, bronze and gold scales, height and mass give him a fearsome visage to the uninitiated, but he loves his food, his friends and forging as much as a good fight. Thia Starflower met the party during the capture of their former rogue Ingrid by the slave network mastermind Kalashar and his cronies in Neverwinter. Beautiful, kind and gifted, Thia bonded with the group quickly and pledged to aid their cause of dismantling the slave network and investigating the growing cult of decay that is rising across the land. Following the College of Law, she is always composing, taking notes, and drawing maps of the party's travels and adventures. Brewen Strongmash joined the group when his mission to turn the addictive qualities of Lurien cheese into an alcoholic beverage ended in the demise of his expedition. His martial talents, fueled by copious quantities of whatever drink he can lay his hands on, have helped bring the group to where they are today, though his less than inspiring and riveting tales and small talk drive Aes'urian and some of the others to distraction. Minervan Kess, long-time gambler and charlatan, found the group as a convenient way to escape some debts and their over-enthusiastic collectors, despite the fact that all this walking around the wasteland does nothing for his bunions. Smarter than everyone else around him, Minervan is often frustrated by the seemingly incomprehensible decisions the party makes. If only they'd listen to him more. I, of course, am Alex Mann, the Dungeon Master of Autumn's Harvest, and the one who gets to set up the world these great players get to explore and experience. I try to be as fair and accommodating as possible, but we also don't do retcons or takebacks in general. It keeps the game moving and creates more interesting moments when the players have to deal with their own problems, as well as the ones that I throw in their path. After all, this is a role-playing game, not a video game. This is episode 1 of the Rashemen arc, Training in Mulptan. Alright, so 4 days of more or less interesting travel along the Golden Way by the wastelands and the Hordelands of this area. And as you're making your way to the actual city proper, you discover that... Actually, everybody give me a perception check. Barti is completely distracted by the various foods that are cooking along various parts of these.
Barti's texting while he's walking.
Yes.
Brewen, are you being stealthy?
Yeah.
What's your stealth modifier?
+8.
Oh, okay. So it's after a while that all of you, so Aes'urian, you kind of look around and just like, where's Brewen? And Brewen seems to have disappeared.
He's really small.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've lost your child going in the market.
Barti, you didn't eat Brewen, right?
He stops walking. No, I don't think so.
Just go into a tavern. I'm sure he'll be there.
You don't think so, or you haven't eaten Brewen?
I haven't think so. Don't. Yeah. No, I didn't.
Barti distracted by the smells of...
Exactly, yeah.
It's coming into evening time now. All these stores are basically packed up. There's only a few food vendors along the way selling sort of kebab style, like goat mainly, to the few traders that are still around. They're sort of catering more to their own than travellers. But there's stuff around if you want to eat it.
All right, so I guess everyone needs to do what they need to do. I'm gonna hire a room back at the place I was staying at the last time. So once you.
So where are you
done,
guys heading to?
Well, that's what I'm asking right now. So.
Well, what do we need to do here? Why are we?
Yeah. So
it is the end of the day. So
once Harbard have
immediate need is somewhere to spend the night, whether you're going to do that yourselves or whether you're going to find somewhere in town.
So
I don't like Aes'urian at the tavern where we met my contact, the guide.
I'm not going to stay at that one. I'm staying at the place I was staying at.
Well, I'll see if our friend is still in town.
So, yeah, you guys do what you need to do. I will be at the inn, and once you're done, you can come and let me know.
So you're going back to the Wasteland Oasis, Minervan?
Yes.
Okay, where is everyone else going?
Did you have the money for the guy, Minervan?
I have the first day's money. After that, I think we'll need help from everyone to chip in. And we'll have to stay focused on getting to the lake as fast as possible.
Yep.
I will try and find a healer.
Okay, give me an investigation check at disadvantage, please, Thia. So, asking around, you find that the Hathran are in charge of basically everything that is vaguely related to the land, to healing, to magic. They are the guardians of that. It's past time that you would be able to see them, but you would be able to see them in the next day.
Okay, I'll schedule a meeting with them then.
And the rest of you? I guess it's where you guys are staying. So we've got Minervan in the Wasteland Oasis. We've got Brewen known.
I'll be going to the place where I mostly saw Brewen in.
The Scorpion.
That's the Scorpion.
Yeah, the Scorpion Sting is where Brewen
I thought that's
was
what it was called.
mainly.
So I want to talk to the barkeep there.
Okay, and the rest of you?
I'll be staying where I stayed last time before or after coming back from my training.
Is that what we're calling it?
Which one did you stay at?
It was the Sword Coasty one.
Can't remember the name though.
Okay, so Aes'urian?
Yeah, staying at that Sword Coast inn that we were staying in before. I will just pay for the night for now, and then we'll see in the morning what everyone wants to do.
Yeah, Alfredo's House of Welcome.
Yeah, Alfredo's, yeah.
Remember, because it was like mob boss style.
Like an Italian restaurant or something.
Now with unlimited breadsticks.
Harbard, you're going to the lodge.
Oh. How far is it into the night at the moment?
It's evening, so it's maybe an hour or two after sundown.
Impressive.
Sure, I'll go to the lodge.
It's a lot of wall.
Okay, so Den of Secrets for Harbard.
Okie dokie.
Ooh.
And Barti, where are you going?
I sent you a message. What say you?
Nowhere is open at the moment,
Okay, well that's easy.
so you can certainly do that in the morning. Where would you like to stay for the evening?
I'll probably pester my boss and go back to the Adventurers Inn, the Adventurers Pack,
Yep. Okay.
basically the backpackers.
Okay, so you basically scatter through the city, going your various ways. So for those of you staying in establishments, for the stay for the evening, it will be 5 silver, apart from Aes'urians, where it's a gold.
Barti will obviously tell them where he's going. I mean, Aes'urian would already know where Barti's going, but
Yeah.
be like, okay, off I go.
Bum, 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 bum,
Toodle
bum.
pip, ta-ta. Auf Wiedersehen? Probably butchered that one. But at least no one will know, because no one speaks German here.
Ich kann ein bisschen sprechen, actually.
Fucking everyone does.
What'd you call me?
All right. So I think everybody has somewhere to stay for the evening. Okay. Anything that anybody wants to do particularly this evening before coming to the day?
Well, Barti's going to have a chat to his ring.
Yeah. Do you want to do that in Dinner Secrets?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what's up with that ring, but I wasn't going to actually put it on. Even if I took it, I was just going to pocket it.
Put it in the bag.
It doesn't seem like a very nice ring, and it eats money. That's fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, we're pretty sure it's cursed, and we even thought about trying to decurse it at one point, but then we were like, Barti was like, nah.
Does it give him
Like,
any
yeah.
benefit?
If we do, it might be just straight up like a ring of flight or something. But then we lose the personality, you know.
Indeed. Has it actively harmed him?
No, it has actively helped us.
Oh, well, that's good.
Well, it has been Alex type of helping.
Sure.
I mean, it saved Barty's life. It's stopped. It's stopped us being scried on.
I mean, that's useful. If I get to know it better, and if I'm ever rich, but I'm poor, and my drinking habit
apparently
eats up all my
feeding it
gold.
magic items gives it the power.
Oh.
Because you fed it a ring of force, and now it can basically put Barty in a ring of force, a bead
like
of force.
It's interesting. Can he control it, or does it decide when to do it?
Ask if it should do it, and then it does.
I actually imagine Brewen would be asking you guys as opposed to actually asking Barty.
I mean, as long as you feed it.
Asking me what?
Nothing?
All right.
All right.
Oh, that was easy.
So,
Well, you must have got this by now. Barty's a very literal. Get that sort of shit. It's like right over. Think of Drax that way.
I think it'll always surprise Brewen.
Barty would say something similar like, "Nothing goes over my head. I am too fast. I will catch it."
I throw a rock 20 feet over your head. Just like a pebble.
Barty just growls at him.
all right. So you guys go your separate ways. Minervan, you do find Leonid is still there at the Wasteland Oasis. Seems to be kind of a permanent fixture.
Oh, good. You're still here.
He smiles at you, nods, and there's... Oh, I was just actually about to have dinner. Why don't you join me?
Oh, yes, thank you. I think I will. It's been a long road, and not uneventful one either.
Oh, you've been away, what is it, most of a 10-day?
Yes, well, we ran into some trouble and came up against quite the force, and after a few attempts, we decided it might be better to refocus our efforts back on the Stone of Golorr.
He nods. He's eating. He's letting you talk.
Well, I hope your offer is still on the table. You'll lead us to where we might find more information.
Yes, of course.
I've got 10 gold here, and my friends should have some more gold on them. I'm sure they're good for it, but we can discuss that tomorrow.
He pushes the gold back to you and says, let's discuss it when you've had a chance to discuss it with your friends. I only take payment for the full 10-day up front. I wouldn't want to be stuck in the middle of nowhere with no means of returning.
Right.
You understand?
Of course. Yes, of course.
And he'll order or let you order some food, which he'll cover.
Oh, I'll take whatever you're eating. I'm not going to take any chances with the food here.
It's like a goat stew. It's okay. There's a lot of goat here.
Yeah, goat
In
broth.
fact, it's about 99% goat. Okay, Thia and Aes'urian, Den of Secrets, please.
Giggity giggity. What sorcery is this?
I hope the guide has information on the Citadel.
One can only hope. That this guy's ripping us off. That's okay.
I basically just got the answer, like, if we knew of a way in, why do you think we'd ask for you to do it?
Your evenings all pass, I won't say uneventfully, because you're all doing various different bits and having various different discussions with people that you're seeking out with various degrees of success. It is fairly late. Were you reconvening in the morning? I guess you made some sort of arrangement. Or maybe not, knowing you guys. I guess you will eventually bump into each other.
It's a small town.
I told everyone if they wanted to discuss things, they could come to Alfredo's, but that was about it.
Yeah, that was where we met before, because that's like the place where Aes'urians welcome.
And Harbard, you were swinging by the Scorpion at some point where Brewen is. Brewen, give me a persuasion check, please.
All right. Bah.
Quick Den of Secrets, please. You do find drinking in the Scorpion that evening. You meet up with your old training buddy. You have a few drinks with him, pass a little bit of discussion about what you've been doing, and talk about the possibility of training. And he's absolutely willing to help you again, but not for free. Not as a friend. It's like, yeah, but he's got stuff to do. It takes time. He's not out hunting and things whilst he's doing this, so he needs to be able to still feed his family and things.
I say, okay, hold on, let me see something here. Let me see, hold on. I have something in here that I'm sure we could trade maybe for some lessons. Ooh. Okay, no, you won't like that. That's only for halflings. Okay. No. Oh, this, yeah. Ooh. Okay, flask of pink booze. I don't know what that is, but it's in my inventory. Huh. Okay. How do you like fire?
Is that your fire wine?
No, that should be in the bag of holding. Let me double check, but I'm almost positive it's in there. Yeah, the Rashemen fire wine is in the bag of holding. I have flask of pink booze. What the fuck? Okay, I'm going to pull that out. I don't know what it is. And I'm also going to pull out 3 bottles.
I think that's one of the original flasks, right? They're the stuff that doesn't really keep.
No, it might be.
It's probably now yogurt. Or maybe even cheese.
So I'd say, okay, I have 3 bottles of fire wine beer and a flask of thick yogurt.
Yeah, he's not really interested in yogurt.
I cap that one for later potential use as a poison, and then offer him the 3 fire wine beers. I say, look, this is really good stuff. It'll keep, and I know it's not easy to come by. I don't have much left, but here. I could really use your help in this. I know, you like a good drink, and this is some of the best stuff you all produce around here, and it's some of the best stuff I've ever had in general. So
He, as you're describing that, he laughs and says, that is because most visitors cannot take the jihud neat. This is tourist beer. It is the fire wine people in other places think they drink. Then they come here and drink real fire wine, and it is very different, my friend. It is not bad, don't get me wrong, but sure, I will. You give me. So for a day, I will help you for a day for each of these. How is that?
that sounds fair. Very fair indeed.
But you should try the real stuff. It's quite something.
I intend
Although,
to.
You need to be careful with it, especially man of your size. It could be dangerous.
I can pack away more than you might think.
Well, I've seen this, yes, which is why I say you should try it. Otherwise, if I had not seen you drink, I would not recommend it. I think it would kill you.
I appreciate that. So yeah, I have. He doesn't necessarily know. Since I only offered him 3, but I do have more of the fire wine beer if I need to get more of it to.
Yeah, sure.
Do more days.
Yeah, and he's fine to do it on a flask per day kind of basis.
Cool. All right. I will keep track of that as we go forward.
I think some of you have some stuff you want to do. So, Barti,
Yeah.
you can definitely look up your old employer. He's easy enough to find.
Yeah, okay. Go have a chat with him. See what he's...
I mean, as Ahmed sees you coming, he's like, Barti! Here he is, and he straight away launches into his sales spiel to the people who are sort of passing and not really paying too much attention about how the finest dragon blacksmith in all of Rashemen is here, and Ahmed is the exclusive outlet for his dragon forged wares, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah. He waves. Queen wave.
Ahmed sort of... gets your apron out, starts putting the Dragon Forged Wares sign out, just assuming you're coming back to work.
I have a request. I don't have time to work right now.
But Barti, you're breaking my heart.
No.
What will I do? Look how business has gone. We need you.
He holds up like the rock goblet and says, "Your heart is as strong as steel." And says, "I'm looking to sell some, but I need to find the right person to sell it to."
Oh, Barti, what is it? I know everybody here.
My own armor.
Barti, surely you are jesting with me. I am, of course, the best person to sell this item.
Possibly. I need the gold in return. This is a very special set of armor. This breastplate has been through many things.
Oh, yes. Yes, I see, Warren. Yes, we can... let us gloss over that.
I will show you. It is immaculate. After everything that I've gone through, and then you can see that it's freaking... It started cordial, but it's like very subtly getting into like business time. Right?
Yeah.
Barty puts on a tie.
Basically.
Just a clip-on one.
That's it. On his armor.
No, he probably just pins it to his chest.
It's one of those that has a collar already attached as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see Ahmed as well immediately switch to, buyer mode.
Yep.
Like picking over every tiny little... This strap looks like it might come off. This little nick here. Oh,
absolutely.
It's seen better days. That whole spiel.
It's seen the best of days. And
You are right, my friend. Its best days are behind it.
Nonsense. It's a magical item. This thing is not.
Yes, but this is Barti. This is a hard sell.
True. Maybe I just won't sell it.
Maybe you wouldn't be able to sell it to anybody but a friend like me.
Possibly. But we both know this has much worth. But worth to who? You want this? Do you actually want this?
Give me a persuasion check, please, Barti.
Come on, Barty. You got this.
Tits.
Wow.
I will reroll that.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Wow. So I rolled for him. I rolled an advantage because he's a seller and, he's experienced and he's got all this stuff. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Nice.
Yeah. So he looks at you, he looks at the piece, and after a while he smiles and says, "You know what, Barti, you have done a great deal for my business, and I like you. You are a good man, and this is, as you say, it is not a bad piece. I think
What
I
you
could
could do
probably sell this. Let me see. Give me a D30 roll, Barti.
Come on, Barty.
Oh, nice. I tell you what, I think it's a pretty good piece. I'll give you." And he kind of lowers his voice and checks that no one's looking. "I can give you 1,450 gold for it, okay? But don't tell anybody, okay? It's a lot of money, and don't want people to know that, I would pay this sort of money for this, but it's only to you as a friend, right?"
As a friend, I will sell it to you for 2,000.
Oh, my friend, 2,000.
I know. Barty's just grinning ear to ear. I know. It's an incredible deal.
No, you must be crazy. I would never pay that. Nobody would pay that money for this. 1,450. I may be able to sell it for maybe 1,600, but this is kind of a break-even thing for me as a friend. Otherwise, feel free to sell it yourself. But I do not know where you would find a buyer for such a thing without my contacts.
He holds out his hand then, shrugs and says, 1,500?
Give me another persuasion check. He sighs. Okay, 1,500.
He nods. Deal.
Well, give me till tonight to get the gold together, and when I'm packing up, you bring the armor, I bring the gold, and I can still get my day's trading. Yes, I need to make sure I make some money so I can accommodate this. I hope it doesn't leave me out of pocket.
Barty grunts with approval. He totally gets that. And
Okay,
you could put
Barty.
this on your wall saying this was your dragon-born smith's own armor to bring in more trade.
Well, it will certainly have that tag, but I need to sell it, Barty.
And then he gives him a little elbow, and then you could probably sell it for the fame for 3,000.
His eyes sort of go slightly wide at the idea, and yes, that's a good idea. Good idea, Barty. You sure you don't want to work for me today?
I want to work for you every day.
Hey, you want a job? It is yours, Barty.
And he claps a hand on his shoulder. I'll see you tonight.
Okay.
I need to go eat. I'm freaking starved.
Alrighty. So, Barty, you've managed to secure a sale for your breastplate. So what would the rest of you guys like to do?
I would like to have my meeting with the healer.
So basically, the Hathran, it's not kind of an appointment. It's just you are directed to where they deal with people. And there are various places across the city, and you can get to see one. Kind of one of the more junior members who deal with the kind of populace's, aches and ills and problems and stuff. When you get into this place, it's a fairly small building, kind of just one of the same kind of shops. It's almost like a shop in a dwelling, and yeah, with Jimmy Choos and all kinds of shoes stacked along the various shelves. No, it's kind of quite low-ceilinged. It's quite dark. There's a very strong smell of sort of herbs and incense in the air. Quite dark. And a surprisingly young woman, probably not much different from your age, Thia, who is in there, sat behind a small counter. Yes, my dear, what can I do for you?
I'd like for you to check something up.
Of course. What is it Problem with your goat, or you don't look like you're from here, so I don't think it is that. Yes.
Thing is, kind of waiting on something, and it doesn't happen.
Right. She looks at you kind of expectantly, like you're waiting on your husband, your harvest, a message, perhaps.
My monthly reoccurrence.
Oh, I see. Oh, yes. Come here, my dear. So the fee is 3 gold.
Sure.
And she takes the gold and sort of puts it somewhere away under the counter. Just sit there for me, my dear, and just be a second. She places one hand on your forehead, one on your belly. She concentrates for a few seconds. Oh yeah. Oh. She sort of takes her hands away from you and looks at you. She says, "Well, I think yes, you are with." Your suspicions are correct. I think maybe you should leave now.
Could I get some, just in case? I'm leading a very dangerous life at the moment, so...
Yeah, I think there is... look, I cannot help you. There is something about the child. It is beyond me. Maybe one of the old ones could help you, but I cannot get involved in this. I'm sorry.
Could you point me to where they are so I can talk to them, please?
Well, yes. Come back here tomorrow, and I will see what I can do.
Thank you.
Give me an insight check, Thia. Yeah, she was trying to get rid of you as soon as possible. It was between concern and fear. I'm not quite sure what it was, but it doesn't reassure you in any way at all.
Thank you. I'll be back tomorrow.
She kind of nods and helps you leave the shop.
She takes a deep breath and heads back to meet the other.
Anything anybody else would like to do separately before rejoining? Brewen, I guess you want to spend the day with...
Yeah, correct.
What are you going for first?
For the evasion, because the other one, if I remember correctly, you said just was going to require drinking and meditating.
Okay, Brewen. So you trade your fire wine.
Yeah.
Give me a dexterity check at disadvantage, please.
Now, can I use my inspiration cards in advance, or I use them?
So you can use inspiration to lower the DCs of checks in advance.
I will.
Once you're actually doing your training, you can use them to re-roll a roll.
Okay. What was the roll I was going to make?
It was a dexterity check at disadvantage.
Ugh. Okay. Here we go.
So would you like to lower the DC, or...?
I'll just roll it.
Okay. So you spend the day, and you kind of give me... Well, it's fairly obvious, I think. Just give me give me an intelligence or insight check.
Okay. Derp.
Well, I'd say you have advantage on this. It's not difficult. So you spend the first half of the day, and you go and describe what you want to do. And so what he does is he's like throwing chairs at you, and like the odd, knife, but not like like a butter knife or something, rather than an actual dagger.
If you can dodge a wrench.
Exactly, it's dodgeable. And you're kind of going out of the way. You get a few hit you, a few bruises, little knocks and scrapes. In the afternoon, you kind of realize that this kind of isn't what you had in mind. This is, you know how to parry missile weapons and do all of that. This, it really isn't what you think you need. This is, you're looking for something much more specialized. This is kind of martial, and you need something a little more to help you with, like you've kind of discussed before, like you've seen Barti with his fire breath, and you've seen effect. Well, like seeing Tobias die.
I run to find Barti.
You spend, it's late into the afternoon, before you kind of pick up on this after the training. And he's kind of like, when you take a break and you're kind of both sweating, he's like, this is good fun, yes? Let's have a drink.
Yeah, I'll always have a drink. And I appreciate everything you've done. I think I need something a little different for this. I think I have a friend. He breathes fire, It could be really useful.
He nods and, he'll take a drink with you. And, he's not upset. Like, kind of fine.
I'm sure I'll be back. Anytime you want to spar, I'm always available. Well, if I'm in town.
He nods and gives you a clap on the back.
And then off I go.
Okay, so what are the rest of you? The rest of you kind of get together. Brewen turns up later in the day. You've all had your various little one-to-ones. If there's anything else you guys would like to do individually, let me know. Otherwise, you can all get together and make your plans and discussions for what you're going to do going forward.
Well, if everyone's training, do I have time to do a quick train as well?
Sure. You want to spend the day doing that? Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll surround myself with a wall of fire and then hold a produce flame in my hands and try to become one with fire.
Fire!
I think I already spent one inspiration on the elemental wild shapes.
Where are you summoning this wall of fire?
Middle of town, of course.
Like, are you in the inn and you're just like...
You just do it in your room.
If it's in your room, no one will bother you.
Oh gosh. I have a nice quiet spot where I've been doing all these things. Luckily, there's not much flammable in this area, so good time to try.
Well, they're not anymore.
You set the lodge on fire. You go to war with Mulptan.
I'm gonna hide behind this hay barn.
Quick, throw flour at it.
Okay, so give me a wisdom check, Bushy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, actually, it's not too difficult because you already have this kind of ability to change to the earth elemental form. Once you're surrounded by the fire and this producing the flame, it's kind of quite easy, really, for you to shift into that mentality. Being surrounded by the earth and shifting into that before, came quite naturally after you've been spending a lot of time in the ground. And with the fire, it's a very similar kind of experience. It's different. It's more fluid. It's not more angry, but it fills you with more adrenaline. Yeah, you don't have much issue by the end of the day. You are able to shift into a fire elemental form.
Nice.
Thank you.
So you did that just so now I've got your earth elemental form that I've got to add your fire one to the...
And the air as well. But
all right, so
more forms to add to your increase.
Yeah, I got two more to add.
I'm a horrible player.
All right, so you guys collect together towards the evening at Alfredo's House of Welcome.
I really think we should meet at the Scorpion Sting, but whatever.
Alex, do I meet Ahmed first, or do I go to Alfredo's?
So you can have your transaction with Ahmed. He brings the 1,500 gold and takes the breastplate. That's it all goes without a hitch.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah. Then I'll just head to Alfredo's. I will try.
So I'm not sure what we were planning going forward, but I'd like to make a request, if I may. I need Barti, Thia's. Well, I definitely need your help, Barti, and then perhaps someone else who's willing to heal me up. Barti, I need you to breathe fire on me repeatedly.
Okay.
Not right. Just wait. Not we're inside. Not right now, because I probably saw him getting ready to do it.
You're probably right.
So you know how I can catch things and chuck them back at people? Well, I've been playing around with that idea, and I just think I can kind of use some of that, but in a different way towards different types of things. Like Barti's fire breathing ability thing. But I need to practice, and I figured while we're here, where we have access to, relative safety, might be a good time to do it before we head back out.
He puffs up his chest now?
Can your guide Minervan Does he need to go immediately, or do we have some time? Assuming you're all okay with this, of course.
He's going to come when we need him. We will leave and he will join us. But he does want the payment up front. I should remind you all. It's 100 gold for the 10-day.
Oh, that's fine. We have that.
Oh,
We do?
okay.
Wow.
And until we leave, we don't need to pay him. So
What do you guys say? Would you mind helping me with this?
Sure. I would need to take some time as well to train something.
Of course, of course.
I mean, what kind of fire help do you need? Because I can do new things.
So basically, I'm trying to move through the fire, if that makes sense, so that it doesn't actually touch me.
No.
I know it's kind of hard to explain, but I can do it.
Okay.
And I
can help with
figured,
that.
well, I've seen your magic, Barti. Your breath is impressive, and it can definitely hurt pretty bad. But Harbard, I'm worried yours might just outright kill me. I've seen some of the things you do. Are you able to rein it in a bit?
You see Aes'urian pat himself down, desperately looking for some sort of flame-based attack that he can...
Yeah, if you want to.
No, not you. I've seen your fireball.
I can help you.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
Anytime, you know.
I'll keep that in mind. Again, I think Barty's really the best one here, the least likely to kill me.
Anytime. Really.
Barty sort of scrunch his face and then point at Aes'urian, and then he catches himself and remembers this fucking crusty old dwarf he used to live with. He smacked him every time he pointed at somebody. And then says, Aes'urian, don't you have something like fire resistant or something that he can use or something?
Oh, you mean part of my cloak thing? Yes.
Could he use that while he's training so he doesn't...
No, he has to
die or
attune
something?
to it.
I could do
I didn't
that,
know it could play tunes.
and then give it back right after.
But you wouldn't learn the lesson.
I mean, I learned the lesson just as well. I wouldn't be quite as singed at the end of it.
So you would have less motivation to learn.
That's not really how it works.
Ah, yeah. He's right.
No. I'm not sure
There's
how
a
they.
hidden message here, Brewen.
I'm not sure.
You're not getting it.
I'm not sure how they do things in the Nine Hells.
Barty slaps a hand on the table and says, the harder the forge, the stronger the steel.
All right, fine.
I hear you if that helps you.
That'll help immensely.
So, fireball it is, then, I'm hearing, John.
No.
Yeah. Right. So here's the thing, though. Does anyone else need to do any more training?
Yes.
No, but I have something.
All right.
Pulls
No,
out,
but what I'm saying is we can take a couple of days to train those of who needs that sort of thing. But I don't want to spend weeks and weeks here.
I don't think anyone wants that.
We can spend a couple of days doing training, and once we are in a slightly better shape, we'll decide if we want to go after the Stone of Golorr, or if we want to try and find an alternative way out of here.
All right.
And in the last few days, you have had a couple of messages from the Sending Stone. Is there anything you want to send back?
Dick.
Adventuring, busy right now.
Yeah, the messages are pretty much in the same vein as the last ones you've received.
So very suspicious.
They're really around, once they learn that you are going back and going to carry on with the stone, sort of tone changes a little bit. They seem much more supportive.
All right, so Harbard, you need to speak with druid friends and see what you want to do about that situation. And once you've done that, you can let us know. For now,
I talked to them last night.
All right. What did they say?
They don't know anything more than we do. If they knew any more, they basically just said, well, we would have already done it.
So, what do you want to do about it?
Well, unless... I'll think about the situation, but unless some kind of new knowledge comes up, I don't think we're getting in.
So we're putting it on ice for an.
Yeah. We'll do the stone first.
Okay. All right. So we'll take a few days, 1 or 2 to start with, to see how the training is coming along. And Brewen, you may loan the cloak, although it might be a bit too big for you.
I promise to take excellent care of it.
No, I mean, I will stand next to you and as soon as you're done with it, I'm taking it back.
Well, yeah, obviously. It's just for the training purposes.
You have a tendency to just disappear sometimes, so
That's true.
both my eyes will rest on your body the whole time, and if you disappear, I will hunt down and hurt you a lot.
You're going to take them out of your head and put them on my body?
Do you want me to put them on your body?
Now I'm just starting to feel uncomfortable.
Good.
Barty just snorts. You guys are dumb.
All right, so let's train for a few days. Let's get some things sorted, and we'll meet back here at latest 2 days, and then we'll see where we're at. And if everyone is good with it, we'll hire this guide and go to the stone.
Awesome.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah. Barty sort of perks up at that, and he takes 6 leather sacks off of his belt with one hand and puts it on the table, and you hear the table like creak. There's one for each of us.
How much is in one of those bags?
250 gold.
Oh my god.
Everybody gets one.
Bruin quickly
Barty
grabs
takes his
his.
Thank you.
Oh my god. I owe you so much.
I will take 200 gold and leave the 50 for party funds.
Bruin instantly converts it for bar credit, right?
No, I'm good. I have more gold in my pocket now than I've ever had before. I now have 254 gold.
Barty looks at Harbard and just kind of like, prompts him to say anything about the money, because he's like the treasurer.
Yeah. Did you sell your armor?
Maybe.
And Barty is conspicuously not wearing a breastplate.
Yeah, he's also not wearing any clothes on the top half. He's just got a cape.
You're pretty ripped, Barty.
And then loads of friggin' like weapon straps and bandoliers and whatnot. Oh, I forgot to get arrows.
Oh, nipples. I'm surprised by that.
Lizard titties.
Well, that's the funny thing, is that
No, they are skipples.
Skipples.
Skittles?
That'll do.
But only the green and
The
blue one.
rainbow.
I fully support this, Barty. Metal armor only weakens your connection with nature.
Huh. Hadn't thought of it
I
that way.
creak a little bit in my metal armor.
But yeah, he sort of like, he takes a fist and like smashes it into his chest or like over his heart. And you hear almost like just like as if he wrapped a hardwood table. And it's like, this is enough now. It says, I have the shield that you gave me, and this is enough. Barty sees Aes'urian sort of taxing his coin purse, and then Barty will sort of nod and he'll do the same. So he'll put 50 back into the party funds as well.
All right, well, we have some work to do, so let's get going.
And he rolls his shoulders, cracks his neck. I feel so light.
Harbard, are you free maybe?
I mean, I was going to help with Brewen, but
Oh, okay.
what do you need?
Then never mind that. Just train on my own then.
That's all right. I can help you. I think Barty's enough help with him.
Yeah, me and Barti can help Brewen.
Yeah, we got it. You help Thia. Totally fine. We all need to get stuff done.
All right.
Okay, so how long are you taking for training?
Couple days.
Well, yeah, a couple of days to start with, but
Okay.
If I have any time to do a few quick errands, I'm just gonna try and see if there are any like healing potions or such to be bought in the...
Give me an investigation check, Aes'urian. So you go around the market, there's various people, shaking their heads and things. You find out, it takes about half the day, but you find out you've directed quite a few times. The Hathran control all of that. If you want anything in the way of healing potions or, you want healing, they direct you to the Hathran.
Right. So, rather than going through like a lot of things, but is there a way then to buy it or not? Like, do they sell anything?
You would have to go to the Hathran and request it.
Yeah, I would do that.
Okay, give me another investigation check. You can have advantage on that one, which is just as well. So first of all, I'm going to do Thia, and then I'll come back to you, Tom. So
yeah. I mean, you can wait as long as you want because this is just like buying to see if I can buy a couple of healing potions. It's not a biggie.
Yeah, but we need to... No, it won't be. So... Thia, Dead of Secrets, please.
That's awesome. Yeah, it won't be. Love it.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Either you can buy them or...
Yeah, but anything like remotely magical related
In this area.
Even trying to buy the ingredients for reincarnate, they were like, oh, okay. Like, you're not one of them magic users, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, I just have these two. My second ability I can technically train just by getting drunk and meditating.
Because...
it'll make me much more survivable, though.
I only have one greater healing potion left. Anything else?
I have a cure poison potion.
Yeah, but, healing potions is always good to have.
Oh, there's a healing potion in the bag.
Yeah, one. But I would like for all of us to at least have one.
I still have one on me.
You have one?
I came in...
Brewen drinks the alchemist's fire. Can you dodge that?
I don't think so. I came into the game with 2 potions and I've used one. I forget. I think I used it on Minervan.
Do you have any Harbard?
No. I'm the healer. Why would I need healing potions?
Mine's just a regular one, though.
And you guys need healing potions.
It's just good to have, like, if we need to spay the spells thing. It's good to have quick ways to heal in emergencies.
Yeah. I'll usually have berries to emergency pick someone up, but it's not really that great for combat if they're going to go back into it. More just getting away.
Yeah.
You know what I realized is that Barti's AC with the armor and shield was 20, right? His AC without it is 19.
Armored defense, baby.
Oh.
Yep. So it's like, you know what? We desperately need money.
Was the difference in AC just the one?
One better, right?
But like, avoid and soak up so much fucking damage.
Yeah. You have tons of HP. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but I have 114 hit points.
It's fucking
That's
crazy.
Like 5 times. Yeah.
I'm only at 101.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm looking for, like a belt of giant strength or fucking ring of protection or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like bear's endurance.
We don't have much. I mean, we have a few magic items. We have the thing.
Hopefully
we have like a lot of magic items.
Hopefully questing and stuff that we plan to be doing in the near future should kind of hopefully bring some of that stuff our way.
Ideally, I'd like us to be able to go to a magic shop with that mask and be like, okay, you obviously don't have the money to shell out like 50,000 gold, but why not trade for items that we need?
Yeah, if we ever get to a magic shop.
We will.
Mm.
And he so desperately wants a returning Warhammer. Or just a returning weapon so he can throw his weapon at people. Also, Barti hates parting with stuff.
He's a Dragonborn, of course.
Yeah, full on hoarder.
But weapon-wise, we only have like the +1 battle axe, right?
No, it's a it's a plus. I have +1 battle axe and a +2 great axe.
Yeah, +2 great axe and a +1 battle axe. That's the only magical weapons we have.
We don't really have a great deal, do we?
I'm using the +1 dagger you guys gave me.
Good.
Oh, we have a
Yeah.
+1 dagger as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Great Axe is probably still the most magical weapon between the party. It's a +2 Great Axe.
My hit point maximum keeps changing.
Like, for better?
Or worse. It keeps going back to when I was level 9.
Do you have your XP?
I had I don't know. My character sheet's pretty borked. It keeps going back to 60, but I have 68 max.
Well, just
It's
so
very
long as
low.
you know.
Yeah. I'll always remember. I needed a 9, but it gave me an 8.
Yeah, evasion would be... If the secondary thing I get at level 7 would be nice, but I really want this one. It's the no damage with a failed deck save, or half damage with failed deck saves, and no damage when I make a successful one for things like fireballs and stuff.
So we confirmed that the magic plate armor is not magic, right?
Yeah, it was something iffy weird about it.
Yeah.
It's
That
not
was the-
plus-
That was the green one, right?
Yeah, it was this sort of it just had some sort of little like light residue of magic on it.
Talander armor. It's gross, and I don't know why we still have it, but everyone insisted.
Yeah, we could sell it, I guess. But
So that's
if someone wants to buy it, but
that's another 1,500.
Go for it.
But Barty could refinish it, you know.
Strip it of its evil.
Also, I think it's halfling size. I can't remember.
no,
Right.
it's humanoid size.
Yeah, that's humanoid size.
What is it you're looking at?
The green plate armor.
The Talander armor, the
armor.
full plate we got from.
Yeah, that was. It's slightly small, humanoid size. It was Bell was a half elf.
Yeah.
A little on the short side, but it could be adjusted to fit, a standard size human.
Yeah. And so Barty might ask Ahmed if, like, there's going to be downtime, if he could refinish that armor so it wasn't, like, finished with the, like, Talander insignia and stuff.
Okay, give me.
Well, they're just sand barrels, basically, right? That just strip everything off.
Me a. Let's see, what would it be? Which is higher, your intelligence or wisdom?
I think it's 6 or half a dozen. Let me check. No, wisdom.
Okay, so give me a wisdom check. You can add your proficiency bonus.
Well, do you not just want me to use my smithing check?
Well, this is so the smithing is any of like smithing tools or anything like that is the check I ask you for is dependent on what aspect it is.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
So you get your proficiency from your smithing, but this is
Cool.
a thinking thing rather than a doing thing.
Gotcha. So I will do that. So wisdom +4.
Oh, wow.
So 24.
Nice.
Body's always good at the deep things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think in a couple of days you could get off this evil paraphernalia, reduce it to a pretty standard set of plate.
Yeah. And then I would be speaking to Ahmed about saying, like, I want him to start looking for a buyer, and we'll go in on it, and we'll tell them that, like, I can customize it to them to fit them.
Okay.
properly.
Give me a persuasion check. Yeah, so Ahmed's okay for that. He'll go 50-50 with it on you.
50-50. Well, it's mine, so I'll say like 60-40.
Yeah, you say that, but he says 50-50. It's his contacts. He knows where to sell it. Plate armor here is... you've seen the people of Rashemen. They aren't armored.
Is anybody else with me from the party? Because it's ours, right?
I mean, I might be with you only because I can't. I need you to breathe fire on me.
Yeah.
I need you to breathe fire on me, so I'll follow you around while you're doing that, bugging you.
We can also make a big show of that, and Ahmed would probably fucking love it.
Yeah, he thinks that's great. That'll drive up the price. So 50-50, you still get more money.
Yeah, sweet.
No, we're not selling it for 50-50 here.
It's fine.
So you wouldn't be there, Tom. However, after finding out the Hathran have these places, you'd have to go and see them, you do bump into Thia. And yeah, she knows where there is a Hathran you could ask. I don't know if you two want to have a conversation in Den of Secrets yourselves, or...
Yeah, sure. I come along
Thia
anyway.
with Aes'urian or Barti?
Thia and Aes'urian.
Gotcha.
Little body baby.
So, I guess we're selling this shit, Brewen.
Yeah, I mean,
What
that.
do you think?
I don't know. I mean, you're giving away half the profits. That seems a bit much to me. Why not? Do we need the money really bad right now?
No, it's just a good opportunity to clean it up.
Well, why not hold on to it until we get to somewhere where maybe this kind of stuff is a bit more in demand and sell it there for more money?
Yeah.
So Ahmed will point out that the 50-50 is 2 days of Barti's access to his stuff to be able to clean it up.
Plus, Barty, if you're doing this, you won't be able to breathe fire on me.
That is true.
And Barti goes, "Oh, right. I did say I would do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ahmed.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm going to breathe fire on you. Where do you want to go?"
We should probably go out of town so we don't scare the living shit out of every single inhabitant who happens to witness it.
Well, I've done it inside town before.
I know, but it's probably not a great idea. Plus, I'd prefer
Yeah,
not
I mean, mainly as a spectacle for Ahmed's stall. So
True. And that was mainly upward, I suppose.
Plus, it might anger. I don't know. I don't know if they have city guard here, but the equivalent.
Well, it's kind of like the people themselves. Most of the men here are
Gotcha.
hunters, warriors. So
The
yeah, you might
neighborhood
attract some unusual attention.
Oh, and we
watch.
should.
Okay.
Let's go. Oh, and we'll need Tia so she can heal me up, or Harbard. Ooh,
Okay.
and I need
Let
it.
me know.
Let's go here, and I just drag him along with me.
We should probably get Harbard,
Okay.
because I want to put this armor back in the bag.
Okay, we'll go get Harbard. To Harbard.
Okay, give me an investigation
Harbard
check,
ho!
Barty and Brewen.
Investigator.
I'm awesome.
Yeah, you guys get Barty gets distracted all the time. There are a lot of food stalls.
Stray
It's getting up
cats.
to midday. You can't find Tia anywhere, and Harbard doesn't seem to be around. Tom, what would Aes'urian like to do?
Just see if there is possible to buy any healing potions. And if
Yeah,
it's
so
not,
as I say, you meet up with Tia. Tia finds you, and again says that she knows somewhere that I don't know if you want to have that conversation, Tia.
We could.
Hmm?
There you are. I might have some results, and
Right.
you want to come with me for a while?
Sure.
As this concerns you as well.
Yes. Yes. Of course.
So you're going with Tia, Aes'urian?
Yep.
Alrighty. Minervan,
Yes.
what is it that you are doing during the rest of the party's stuff?
Not much for me to really do in Mulptan. I guess I'm just twiddling my thumbs. I can't study magic because people look at me weird, and I can't look for spells because I don't think anyone in this town is smart enough to even cast one.
Wow.
Guess I spend the time at a bathhouse if there is one, just relaxing.
Give me an investigation check. You spend the entire day going around trying to find something resembling a bathhouse, asking around. Nobody has any idea either of what you're talking about or those people that do acknowledge what you're saying just shake their heads. Yeah, these
Try
people
to
don't.
explain the basic concept of hygiene to them.
I mean, they tell you that if you head towards Immelmar, there's a river there. If that's what you're after, they can draw water if you want a bath. The inns usually can do that. There's a cost, but when you talk about bathhouse, they have no concept of what you mean.
By the end of it, I'm looking for someone to massage my bunions.
So you are directed towards the Hathran. Whenever you talk about bunions, it's like, oh yeah, the Hathran can probably help with that. They've got some herbs and
Far away from where I am currently.
Aes'urian and Thia, Den of Secrets, please.
I'm so excited.
I need fire.
We gonna have the child of the Antichrist?
I hope so.
Yeah, words out of my mouth, man. Oh my god. What are they spooning?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I guess Barty hasn't noticed.
Bean,
Oh.
would fucking Barty notice anything?
I guess you barely noticed your snake girlfriend.
That's very true. That took forever for him to figure out. Bless him. And then he was terrified.
Oh.
And then he was like, I'm a man.
Covered in sores and bruises. He's like, I think we did it.
Yeah, he had no fucking idea. Just super fucking rough sex. Oh yeah, you guys weren't a part of the party at that time, were you?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Tobias was there.
interesting.
Is there,
Party
is there
was turned into a snake dragon.
That was the whole reason we were there for so long.
Yeah. Zeb's character, Tobias, turned into a medium-sized, angsty teenager.
I turned into the tallest halfling, thank you very much.
Oh, now that's a Lord of the Rings book. The tallest halfling.
There and back again. A story of Tobias's height.
Huh.
Oh, how are we gonna run Preggers people in the game? Seems so
Oh, don't worry. It won't last for long.
weird.
So, are we essentially just in the waiting room?
Yeah.
Find out if it's a boy or a Balrog?
No. We could be in like the waiting room for Planned Parenthood, or
Planned demonhood. We need you to perform we need you to perform an exorcism, if you know what I mean.
This is the pregnancy crisis scene from Sacha Baron Cohen's subsequent movie film. I am her father. She has baby in her tummy.
Oh, the second one, yeah.
It's really funny.
It's a boy.
Sorry, I'm just reading the How to Satanize Your Hands.
Right? I need that like on my wall right now. And by every hand watch station.
And your hands are damned. Excellent.
Figure Aes'urian does that each morning.
Yeah.
All right. Who haven't we covered the first day? Harbard, I guess.
I also need Barty to breathe fire on me.
wasn't I helping Thia?
Well, Thia went off early, and
In that case, I got lost and I went looking for Brewen and Barti.
okay, give me an investigation check. Harbard.
We're all searching for each other.
Brewen and
Find us, Harbard. God damn it, Harbard.
Yeah.
I got lost.
You do this. You know, when you're looking for somebody and they were just in the place that you were looking, so you go to that place and they do the same.
Oh,
yeah, it's
yes. You corridors.
so you waste a good part of the day, you guys, going to Ahmed trying to find the others. So, Brewen, give me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Okay.
You are rushing this for your first check. Yeah, and the principle of it is pretty good, but you don't quite get there. Just give me a D10 roll.
Oof. It's gonna sting.
Okay, so that's how many of Barty's breath weapons you get caught by.
Ugh.
Oh.
Do I make saves against them?
So yeah, if you want to make 8 saves, and Barty, you want to make.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so I think you passed all those saves, right?
Yes. Yeah,
So if you just want to go ahead and roll your damage for all of those.
Yeah. So do you want me just to roll? Yeah, I'll just roll.
You can just roll total if you like, and then just halve it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
16d20. Wow.
Whoops. Yeah. Whoops.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
You goddamn son of a bitch. You didn't tell me you upgraded your breath weapon.
And of course, so you get a chance to rest and heal and stuff between these. So it's not like you're going to get into a level where you're going to die.
I'd stay up after all, saving against all of those. I'd still be up if I did take them all at once.
Yeah, so you feel like you're rushing it because you've spent so much time. You kind of like don't prepare properly. So, Brewen, you really don't feel you've got the right flow. You don't feel so. Game terms, your key really isn't aligned.
Okay, Barti, tomorrow you, me, Harbard, 3 of us. First thing in the morning, we're going straight out and doing this. We're gonna do it right.
Yeah, you feel far too sober to be this burnt. You think maybe a good couple of hours drinking in the morning before breakfast could prep you properly for this.
Why wait till then? Let's start now.
Yeah, just go all the way through.
Yeah, that's how to do it. I'm gonna go have a bender.
Well, you have the money for it, so
yeah. Barti gave me 250 gold. I'm good.
Barti says we should just get a keg.
It won't keep. You don't want a keg of this stuff.
Well, I mean, if you drink it all, then
exactly.
you'll be fine, right?
Then that's Barti's whole reasoning. He's like, it's cheaper to buy a keg. You're gonna drink a whole keg with me anyway.
That's a good point.
So yeah, if you guys want to go on a bender and
Let's
spend some coin, you absolutely can.
Gonna have a bit of a bender so that we can just roll it into the training for tomorrow.
The alcohol helps with the fire breath.
Exactly.
4 loaves of bread, 3 wheels of cheese, and 6 large chickens, and we should be fine.
Holy crap.
No, just the chickens.
If you guys can go on a real bender with all the food and stuff as well, I'd say like 5 gold each.
Perfect.
Splenda.
Done and done.
Pretty
And
sweet
both give me a
sugar.
con save for the next day.
I got this. I do not got this.
I hope I fail this.
But I think I should be in a bad state to do this. That's the only way I'll make it.
Okay, so the next day, Barti, you are fine. Brewen, you are as hungover as shit. So effectively, you'll have the poison condition.
Fuck yeah. This is how I do it. I feel it. Okay, I'm good. Let's do this.
Okay, the rest of you, obviously, another night of your accommodation. So 5 silver or gold, depending on where you're staying.
Yep.
And yeah, anything particularly you'd like to do as a group? Obviously, Harbard and Brewen and Barti are on a bender.
Yeah, I don't know if Thia and Aes'urian want that group activities.
I'll just kind of babysit as they bender. I'm the desert.
The designated driver, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
the one
more like sober companion, actually.
He's the one who carries me to bed.
I think he just carries you from bar to bar, just puts you on the bar.
Just put the funnel in my mouth and pour it in.
You gotta give him this much.
Like, way back when, wasn't it called like the dentist chair?
Oh, yeah.
Minervan, you can spend some time trimming your bunions.
Get out the razor, start shaving away.
It's just, indeed, it's just a dagger. It's like digging away at them. Okay, so next day, unless there's anything you guys want to discuss together or do together.
No, I think, well, we're just kind of doing the do, aren't we?
I'm just training.
Yeah, we said like a couple of days and then we convene and see where we're at.
Yeah, and I want to survive.
Okay, so next day, Brewen, again, you can give me the same check, again, disadvantage from your horrible, horrible hangover.
I'm gonna give him that as I see him in the morning.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Not at disadvantage then.
Then it's a 20.
And with that, and having fire breathed upon you, just give me a D4 roll.
Use an inspiration. Well, that...
Wait,
what?
What?
That's very interesting.
How can you roll a 6 on a D4?
because it's got the little exclamation.
Oh, that's what it was. Holy crap.
I was going to say, that was quite something. Okay.
Right, that's when if it rolls a 4, it keeps going.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
exploding. Nice. So, give me 3 saves then, Brewen.
What?
That's time shoot.
Dex saves?
Yeah. So this is the number of times you get hit before you actually get the hang of this. Ooh, a fail. So Barti, give the damage for those 3.
2 of them
Take
are half.
the full last one, but only half of the first 2.
Whoops.
I mean, if you want, I can just do this. It's good.
So 5, 7.
You're lucky we did this before Barty turns 11.
Yeah, luckily he's helping, and plus luckily he's helping Thia.
Next level, this goes to 3d10.
Yeah. Okay, so you get a bit singed, but it's really that last one where Barty gets you in the full bit, and it hurts. And you kind of channel your ki, and it's like, okay, let's do that again. And then you get, you're really focused, and you learn how to really, duck, roll, and avoid the effects entirely of these kind of area-based attacks.
Sweet.
So you have learned the evasion feat of your level.
Sweet.
I think, Thia, you have some training to do if you'd like to.
Yep.
What would you like to look at? Because you, I think, have a few things to.
Yes, I would like to learn to survive.
Learn to drive?
That as well, but survive first.
Oh, survive.
So go ahead and give me a straight survival check because you've had a lot of practice at this.
You got this, Thia.
And I used 2 cards for the whole level beforehand.
You did, yes. But
Can
Thia,
I re-roll that?
No, Thia can re-roll it, but you can't re-roll each other's
And I
training.
Much better.
I was feeling that next roll.
So yeah, Thia, you take a little bit of time away from everybody else, and you've got a lot on your mind, and you're thinking about it, and it's good to actually be able to channel it to start with. Your mind is all over the place. You're not able to really focus, and instead you really take to looking at the land, and you've traveled this area quite a bit now, and you start to really study the area and try and get cues and clues. You've seen Harbard. You saw your friend that you spent 10 days here in the wilderness with, and it really starts to come together. You start to really make sense of everything that you've learned, over the weeks that you've actually spent trying to do this and learning from Harbard, and it really comes together. So yeah, you get your survival skill.
Nice.
Hooray!
Congratulations.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, well, that I think brings us to the end of the couple of days of training, unless anybody has anything else to do.
I
I can
still
just
got
keep
lots
setting people
more
on
of
fire.
training to do, but
Can I set anyone else on fire?
Okay, one more.
I mean, you can.
I'll do one more, Barty.
Please don't get us run out of town.
One more, no more.
Bring it.
Go on, Brewen.
Okay.
Does it save?
Dex. Ah. I take half damage.
You only take half, yeah, so you just take 4.
Well, it could have been worse.
Could have been a lot worse, yeah.
Well, plus I'm not drunk anymore, so that we'll fix that tonight.
So this, the end of the second day, I guess you guys are getting together to discuss what to do next. Anything you want to discuss before you decide what to do next session?
No, I think we could just do that in the Discord anyway.
Yeah.
yeah.
If you like. That way
I'm good.
Kind of streamline things for next session, and you can have a better idea of what you need to prepare for.
I never know what to prepare for with you guys.
Don't make me blush, man.
I'm happy to hear that.
I prepare so much stuff that you guys never see because you go off on different things. It's amazing.
Yeah.
For the I had a question for you, Alex. For the
Yeah, sure.
for the other portion of training, is that something I could attempt to do on the road and stuff? as long as I have booze.
So generally, for training, and this goes for everybody, you have to spend a dedicated day for the training. So if you're traveling, it's not a dedicated day.
Right.
So Thia's survival, for instance, was counted towards it, but it wasn't actually. That was part of because for skills, it's 10 days minimum of actual learning before you can start making checks. So if it's something like that, you can learn, but
it's
you can't
situational.
do the training. Yeah. So yeah, it is time off doing anything else.
Gotcha. That's all I needed.
That's all for this instalment of Mann's Model Moments. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you enjoyed it. It's the best way of helping me to grow the channel and produce more content like it. With that, I hope you have plenty of modelling moments of your own, and I look forward to welcoming you on the next video.